A dry garden, or as I like to call it, the ultimate cactus hangout, is a water-saving wonderland. These gardens thrive on minimal watering. Think of it as the low-maintenance relationship of gardening. Designed for drought-resistant plants, they're typically dressed in a stylish gravel mulch. Perfect for those living in areas where soil drainage is as good as last week's leftovers and where rain is about as rare as a unicorn sighting. A dry garden is also a lifesaver for anyone with a busy schedule. Ready to spruce up your space? We've got 10 fabulous dry garden improvement projects just waiting for you to adopt, adjust, and maybe even impress your neighbors with. And hey, if this sounds intriguing, give that subscribe button a little nudge. Number 10. Low-maintenance dry garden makeover ideas. To build this type of garden, you'll need a few materials. Grab some small, rounded gravel, a square point shovel, a bow rake, edging, wood stakes, a rubber mallet, tape, a wheelbarrow, a level, and of course, don't forget the plants. Now, let's get started. First up, create a dry garden design. This will help you visualize your dream garden. Next, prepare the area for the gravel garden by clearing away all weeds and vegetation. While the gravel will help keep weeds at bay, you still need to do your part. Once the weeds are out and the area is level, it's time to add the gravel. Covering the area with 10 to 12 centimeters of gravel is a smart move. This way, weeds won't stand a chance, but your plants will thrive. Finally, lay down some concrete pavers or stepping stones on the gravel and start planting your greenery. Number 9. Create a mesmerizing look with a dry stream. Adding a dry stream to your garden is a fantastic idea. It not only enhances your garden's look, but also helps catch runoff and prevents drainage issues. To build this feature, think about the area, the types of rocks you'll use, and the overall conditions. Start by laying out a gently curving trench, making it wider in some spots. Next, add water pools along the dry creek bed. Then, place filter fabric along the entire trench. Finally, just spread the gravel over the dry creek bed and you're all set. 8. Grow drought-tolerant trees and shrubs. Mix in low-water trees and shrubs in your dry garden to enrich the ecosystem and make it visually appealing. A few great tree options for your dry garden include downy oak, Quercus pubescens, the evergreen Greek strawberry tree, or Arbutus andrachnae. This last one boasts a stunning combo of cinnamon-colored peeling bark, dark green leaves, small white urn-shaped flowers, and red fruits. Number 7. How to create a new Zen with bamboo fountain. First, grab 3 or 4 bamboo pieces about 2 centimeters in diameter and bind them together with gardening twine. Next, take a larger bamboo or tiki torch and cut one end at a 45-degree angle. Drill a hole just under 1 centimeter at the bottom to insert a flexible clear hose. Now, attach the hose to the bamboo to create a graduated adapter for the pump nozzle. This is handy if your pump doesn't come with an adapter. Then, secure the larger bamboo to the smaller bundle you made. Connect the pump and use river rocks to hide it. Finally, kick back and enjoy the soothing sounds. 6. Incorporate an unusual patio. First, decide what shapes you want for your patio. Next, use rope to define the patio's edge and outline it with spray paint. Dig narrow trenches for the concrete paver forms. To make this easier, you can wet the ground to soften the soil. Pour the concrete according to your pattern, then sprinkle pebbles on top right away. The pavers will dry within a day, but don't step on them just yet. Wait a few days for them to fully set. 5. Add new pattern and texture with DIY stepping stones. To install these unique stepping stones, gather fine concrete, cardboard tubing, a rubber doormat with a fun design, Pam cooking spray or oil and a paintbrush, a chalk pencil, a saw, and a level board covered in plastic wrap or tinfoil. Start by cutting the cardboard tubing into a ring shape with a saw. Next, outline those rings on the doormat using the chalk pencil. Spray Pam or brush oil over the covered board and the insides of the rings. Then place the rings on the leveled board. Pour the concrete mix into the rings until they're full and let it rest for 45 minutes. Carefully insert the doormat pieces into the tops of the cardboard rings. Allow the concrete to set for 24 to 48 hours. Once it's solid, you can remove the matting pieces with the oil and slide the stepping stone out of the tubing. 4. How to jazz up your garden with natural stepping stones. You'll get the best results by combining pieces from the main trunk and branches. Before the sand has a chance to dry, give the stairs a quick coat of weatherproofing paint or liquid, like what you'd use on fences, to help them last longer and keep them from getting too slippery. The natural roughness of the material should also help with any slipperiness when you use a chainsaw. If your cuts are thicker, about 7 to 10 centimeters, you won't have to worry about rot. Plus, they might wash away if it rains heavily. A quick tip: if you live in a termite-prone area, protect the underside of your deck by melting some candle wax in a pot and brushing it on. You can also mix the soil with baking soda and cedar chips to help keep weeds at bay. 3. A modern planter bench for a tiny garden. Get ready with your tools and materials. You'll need pine wood boards, screws, clear or colored exterior stain, a carpenter's square, measuring tape, a pencil, a circular or table saw, clamps, a drill, a level, soil, plants, and pea gravel. First, build the main planter box. Think of it as making a block without the top. Next, create the bench. Fill the planter with soil, then attach the bench to the top of the box. This will leave part of the planter open, giving you space to plant your greenery. 2. Opt for drought-tolerant ground cover instead of a lawn. When possible, replace your lawn with water-wise plants to relax and enjoy the summer sun without worrying about maintenance. Here are some options. If you want to jazz up your dry garden, go for Angelina sedum, which features beautiful bronze and red foliage. Another great option is bearberry cotoneaster, perfect for creating a wildlife refuge. And if you'd like to attract butterflies or bees, California fuchsia should be your go-to choices. Before we wrap up our countdown, remember that every like, share, and comment helps us reach a wider audience. If you've watched this far, you know what to do. If the new voice kept you tuned in, give the video some hype to help it reach new heights. But if that feels like too much, just know you've done great by spending your valuable time here. With that, let's close our countdown with...
Lastly, number 1, complete your dry garden with this quirky pond. Want to add a wow factor to your dry garden? Try this eye-catching water feature. To create this pond, you'll need an old boat, which is the key material for this project. When you buy it, just make sure it doesn't leak. If there are holes, fix them up. You can even line the inside with aluminum or paint it with waterproof paint. If you want to add plants or fish to the boat, consider using submersible pond paint on the inside. It might be a bit pricey, but it'll be worth it. Once everything is ready, place the boat in a shady spot to keep the water temperature low. Warm water isn't great for fish survival.
Oh, and by the way, at the SimFoam channel, you'll discover a range of lists that you won't find anywhere else. For example, we offer insights like 10 small bedroom ideas with big beds, 10 interior design tips to improve your sleep quality, and 10 creative DIY projects to revamp your shoe storage, among many others. Each list is compiled through extensive research and careful writing, with relevant sources included to enhance your learning experience. So, what are you waiting for? If you have some free time and internet access, follow the link in the description to fully explore what SimFoam has to offer. That's it for now. Before you go, please like this video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment or share it with your friends on social media or via email. Lastly, we look forward to seeing you again soon with more videos like this. Until then, thanks for watching.